Hey everyone, this is the video for week 3. This week we're going to be talking about transitions and transition with college students, and especially we're going to be talking about it within the context of Nancy Schlossberg's theory on transition. Now, I think if you've looked at the reading this week, one of the things that comes across is that her subject matter was mostly adults, but I think when we think about traditional age college students and the way she talks about transitions and their components, my guess is that you will come to agreement with me that her theory also applies to traditional age college students between the ages of 18 to 23 or 24. I want to just point out 3 things and then an opportunity for us as we consider transitions, especially with traditional age college students. One, and the first thing is just about college students and their experience dealing with transitions. For many of them, obviously, maybe the transition from high school to college has been a big one. But when they get to college and they experience something that doesn't go their way, or if they have to make a change or have to think about something like, okay, I might change majors or begin to think about some other transition in their college experience, for many of them, it'll be the first opportunity that they have, or maybe the first time it's required of them to take full ownership and responsibility for navigating all the complexities that go with making decisions and transitions. Many times for them before, they've had a parent or a teacher or another family member take primary responsibility to sort of guide them through it. And so for some of our students, as they're moving through something, it may feel like, wow, why is this so difficult? It's because this is their first experience having to take authorship for making it through a difficult transition or making a decision. The second thing is has to do just with the sort of like pace of transitions. I get the opportunity to meet with 4 different students that I know. One's in high school and 3 are in college. And one of the things that is continually impressed upon me is that their life is full of transitions. And by that, I mean all of their friends are going through similar things at similar times. So for example, right now, there's a young man I meet with, he's a senior. All of his friends are getting ready to graduate. They're getting ready to go to graduate school. They're applying for jobs. Their friendship groups are changing. Their living situations are changing. And all of these people are going through all of these transitions all at the same time. And because of that, I think sometimes it's easy for me to forget just how overwhelming that can be. So for example, in my life, in my friend group, we might have people who, this person might be changing a job, or this person might be looking to sell a house, or this person might be dealing with the loss of a parent or something like that. And the number of transitions going on at any one point in time in sort of my sphere of influence is maybe far less than what's going on with a college student. And so it's just something to think about, the pace of transitions. Their life at many times can feel like one big transition. And then thirdly, I think this is true for all people, but maybe even more so for college students. When they look around and they see their friends kind of going through all these rites of passage or all these rituals, and they look around and say, hey, maybe I should be making more progress on that. Maybe I should be getting ready for a transition in this way, and it doesn't happen. Schlossberg refers to that as non-events. So for example, I'm finishing up my 2nd year, and everybody here, all my friends, my roommate, whatever, they seem to know what they want to study. I don't. So what's going on with that? Or I'm getting ready to move into my senior year, and I have a pretty clear idea. I'm going to go to graduate school, or I'm going to get a job, or something like that. Or all my friends seem to know that, but I don't. It can seem like all of these things that should be transitional moments in their life, if they don't happen, can cause significant stress. And that can be true about relationships, any number of things. So those 3 things, the pace of transitions, their level of experience with transitions, and the existence of maybe non-events as transitions, all lead to sort of one great opportunity that we have with working with college students is we have the opportunity to come alongside and walk with them, and that can look a couple of different ways. I think for many of us, we get involved in this sort of work in this field because we love young people and we want to help them along the way, and that might look like a mentorship relationship, and that is great because we have the opportunity to be a wise friend or counsel to a college student. But I think the other thing that's really important to remember is that sometimes we don't have all the answers, and sometimes the best thing we can do for a student is refer them. So, as you think about the institutions you may be working at in the future or you currently work at, what are the resources that are available in counseling, maybe campus ministries, maybe with academic advising, or in the community? Who are people who fill those roles in your communal context? And don't be afraid to make those available to students, and sometimes maybe even say, hey, I'll go with you, I'll walk with you, I'll help you set up an appointment or things like that, because college can be a time of extreme challenge and transitional experiences for students. So that's a thought for this week. If you have questions, feel free to reach out, email me, and happy to answer any questions you might have. Thanks so much.